Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back on the channel, man. We got a Just Thought Lounge. You went peeping too, didn't you? Today's, I can't even see that. Today's video, man finds family dismembered in his own home. The murder of Bethany and Ruth
McLaren.
Is that McLaren?
Is that McLaren?
McLaren, not Mac.
Okay, McLaren.
Yeah.
That's what I said, wasn't it? Ma.
I want to say Ma, not Mac.
I didn't say Mac, did I?
Yeah, you said McLaren.
McLaren. Oh, McLaren. I said.
Yeah.
I did. Okay, yeah.
Hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it in with a thumbs up.
Hey, let's check this out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The discovery police made inside an apartment in Englewood, Colorado in the spring of 2023 was said to be the most gruesome they had encountered in decades.
Garbage cans.
This disturbing scene was the starting point of an investigation that would uncover a horrific attack, a gruesome attempt at a cover-up, and an extremely unsettling motive.
What?
I'm sorry, you what?
I found my daughter and my wife. Somebody killed them in the apartment. They have been murdered.
Hi there, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Just Thought Lounge. Today's case takes us just outside of Denver, where a pleasant spring evening turned into a horror show for the residents of one building on Englewood Parkway. This tragic story is a reminder that you never know what your neighbors may be up to. Let's take a look.
You never know what's going on behind closed doors.
Englewood, Colorado is a city in the Denver metro area, close to both the downtown and the Rocky Mountains. The population is diverse, merging those seeking an urban life with a suburban feel. The area has a strong focus on community. On March 25th, 2023, at approximately 6 p.m., the Englewood Police Department received a call from a local resident.
911, where's your emergency?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. This is Reggie McLaren. I'm calling from Art Walk Apartments, apartment N308. I came around 3 o'clock and I found my wife and my daughter murdered.
I'm sorry, you what?
I found my daughter and my wife. Somebody killed them in the apartment. They have been murdered.
Okay, how do you know that they're dead?
Well, I am here. They are dead, because the guy, whoever entered, he was trying to take them in a trash can or take away, but he couldn't do it. So I need.
Are your wife and daughter still inside the apartment?
Inside the apartment. It's
I'm
a
getting
security
help to
building.
you, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. And how were they injured? Can you tell?
Well, ma'am, I am very disturbed. I have no idea.
81-year-old Reginald McLaren explained that he had been absent from his apartment for a couple of hours. During that time, someone had entered and killed his wife, 70-year-old Bethany McLaren, and his 35-year-old disabled daughter, Ruth. Reggie speculated that the killer had planned to move the two victims from the home by carrying them in large trash cans. It seemed that task had been abandoned partway through, however, and the killer had fled. One of his nephews was the likely perpetrator, he claimed. He provided two of their names to the operator. He said they were both involved in gang activity.
But how were they hurt? Were they shot? Were they stabbed? Can you tell me how they were injured?
They were stabbed not stabbed. Somebody used a hammer or I don't know. My daughter's purse, their IDs were gone. All the things are upside down.
Partway through the call, Reggie became confused, and he could not recall how long he had been at home before placing the phone call.
Okay, and how long ago did you find them? What time did you come home and find them?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea.
And you're in N as in Nancy?
You go? Yeah. Step outside.
When the Englewood police officers reached the apartment door, they found Reginald inside, alone. They entered and began to clear the apartment.
I'm with you, Brian.
After ensuring that the home was safe, the officers returned to the living room and kitchen area where two large trash bins lay flat on the floor. One just inside the door, and the second slightly further into the room near the sofa.
Fuck. Garbage cans. Fuck. Yeah. Jesus Christ. There's a closet right here.
House is clear. Yeah. It's like at least one confirmed so far.
Two.
You have two of them?
There's two. You want that one too?
Yep.
How do you know how they were murdered?
In each one of the large bins were Bethany and Ruth McLaren. Both appeared to have suffered extensive injuries and showed no signs of life. One of them had been dismembered before being placed into the smaller container. A single paramedic was promptly called to the scene to give a formal time of death.
And it's in Nora, 308 is the apartment number. Sounds like husband came home, finds his wife and daughter deceased. They both have been shoved into a trash can apiece. So it looks like, by all appearances, it looked like whoever did this was trying to put the bodies in the trash can and take them wherever. Husband seems to think he knows who did it. We're trying to talk with him. He's pretty shook up, obviously. But yeah, you might want to call the troops on out, sir.
Officers found the home surprisingly empty. There was a large stack of boxes next to the kitchen containing most of the family's personal belongings. Suitcases lined the wall in the master bedroom. It looked as though the McLarens had either very recently moved into the home or were in the process of moving out. There were also signs that the attack that led to Bethany and Ruth's death had taken place in the main living space. What appeared to be blood dripped from the kitchen garbage bin. Pieces of hair were also visible.
Just FYI, the sofa's covered in blood.
I saw that. Yeah.
The what?
I saw that.
So,
if you look at
it's brown,
underneath
but you can see the
dark
dark.
sheets and stuff. The pillows covered in blood, and they probably were hiding something underneath there as well.
Considering the extent of the women's injuries, the rest of the home was relatively clean.
Right.
The kitchen and bathroom sinks, as well as the bathtub, showed indications of a cleanup.
It would appear that whoever did this took extensive steps to clean up the crime scene, as well as purchased, it looks like they either purchased or found two large trash cans and a significant amount of blood splatters like that. Again, it looks like whoever did this.
Yeah.
There were a few items of particular interest. The bins, obvious.
Because there's no other like access blood areas for dismemberment.
You know what I'm saying?
The only other place you would have had them is in a bathtub, and you dismember the body in the bathtub, and then the blood drained down. You try to clean it up after that. Because if you had dismembered anywhere else, there'd be a pool of blood, you know?
And how long he say he was gone?
He said he had been gone away from the home for a few hours. He came back at 3, but he called 911 at 6.
Yeah, okay.
Which showed no signs of dirt or wear, suggesting they were quite new. An axe was found sitting just inside the closet door next to the unit's boiler. It had not been wiped clean. A handsaw also sat out, though not as dirtied as the axe. It too would later be determined to be a key implement used in the crime. Police did not locate a hammer.
Wife and daughter.
What notes? Oh, no. Who's the guy who just came out of here?
That's the wife or the husband and dad.
So husband found wife and daughter.
And so he thinks he knows who it is, something about a hammer.
We probably need to do at least a quick Miranda on him and just talk to him and see what information we get. If the suspect's out, out and about, if he's under danger to the public, we need to find that out as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Like how does he know this? How does he know he knows who did it? That type of thing.
Yeah.
But
Reginald McLaren was escorted down the hallway on his way to the station to speak further with detectives. The elderly man was feeling ill from the experience, but was able to articulate a few key facts about the suspects.
And you fainted. You fainted. Holy. Yeah, I'm going to behave. He's taking him to the station. Yep. They can meet there. Okay.
Does he have suspect info?
He says he does, yes.
Do they live here?
Good. Do they live, is your suspects, or does your nephew live here?
No. They are right here. They are starting.
Yeah, we'll do. He says he thinks it's his nephews, so they're in gangs.
Okay.
So I'll get all
Do they live here?
Do they live at your apartment? No.
Okay. Do they live in this complex?
They used to live from 720. That's the from just
720.
202, 205.
But what makes you automatically?
Hey, just a little bit. We got quick suspect info. Not on site here. Possibly used to live near the station on Jefferson.
While speaking in the hallway, Reginald McLaren told police that before calling 911, he had passed out. Reggie suffered from pre-existing medical conditions, which included heart issues. The ordeal of discovering his wife and daughter so brutally murdered was clearly taking its toll on him. Reggie was transported to the Swedish Medical Center in Englewood for treatment. Meanwhile, officers and investigators back at the building began learning what they could about the McLaren family. 70-year-old Bethany was also known by her Nepalese name, Pavitra. She was born in a small hill town in eastern India and attended a Christian missionary school as a child. As a young adult, Bethany launched an exceptional career, joining the army as a nurse and eventually reaching the rank of captain. In 1986, she married Reginald McLaren, and the two moved to Denver. About a year later, they welcomed their daughter, Ruth Jennifer. She was diagnosed with cerebral palsy and epilepsy, as well as other conditions that left her physically weak. She continued to live with her parents as an adult, though Ruth had big dreams of gaining more independence and a career of her own. She was studying law with the ambition of becoming a lawyer. Neighbors knew few details about the family, aside from them being pleasant in passing, and that they frequently kept their door open while they cooked deliciously scented meals. Nearly everyone interviewed by police gave a similar response. The McLarens were a quiet and polite family.
So how they just moved in?
Say that because Will has actually spoken to the gentleman right here. Make sure that's
Okay, and his name is Will?
his name is Will. Will and Kim, they both live in that unit. I hope they're okay. But
Well, to be 100% honest with you, mom and daughter are deceased. And so we're trying to figure out what is going on. So that's why I'm asking you so many.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could have led with that before I started asking you, when are you coming back?
No, fair.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, okay.
It took her all the way off.
Neighbor Will told officers that he was one of the few residents of the building that would speak with Reggie on a regular basis.
You Will? Yeah. All right, Will. So she kind of gave you a little rough idea.
It's kind of creepy though too, because I don't even know dude's name.
Sure.
A day or two earlier, the older man told Will that he was moving out of the building that Saturday.
Okay.
The same day that he would instead find his family murdered. Curiously, Will had seen Reggie come and go from the building that morning without any boxes or belongings. He showed no signs of moving from his apartment.
He came over to me the other day while I was smoking in the garage, and he was like, can you do me a favor? We're moving out on Saturday. And I was like, okay. And he was like, if it's after hours, can I drop off the keys to you? And I was like, okay. I told him my apartment number. And then we saw him walking around this morning, and then I hear all this shit. And it's like,
Okay. What time?
Not only was Reggie not showing signs of moving out as he had planned, there was one other unsettling aspect of his conversation with his neighbor. When he spoke to Will about his plans, he used the singular in his description. He was moving away, not they.
but it did say I'm going overseas, so I didn't.
Like I'm as in singular?
Yeah, it became singular and things like that.
Okay.
A neighbor from across the hallway reported seeing Reggie leave his apartment just before 4 p.m. that
Just before 4 p.m.
Just before.
Does he experience any other medical issues that will make him forget things?
As of now, we don't know. He just said heart conditions.
Because he said he passed out. Or maybe he just blanked out and don't remember things.
What you?
Because I'm just saying, because I'm not trying to say he did it because we don't know yet. But could he have committed it or premeditated to committed the crime and was planning on fleeing. That's the reason why he probably put him in a trash can, was going to plan on rolling out, and then was planning
realized that he couldn't,
and possibly passed out, woke up, and was like, "What the? You get what I'm saying?"
I don't know. I
don't
yeah,
know.
I don't.
That sounds too much like made for TV. But we get a lot of things based from TV based off of real life events. But I'm like, he fell, hit his head, and like woke up and like, oh my God, my wife, but don't remember he's the one who did it. I don't know. Like, man, the way my head be going, y'all.
afternoon, he walked out to his vehicle, only to return a moment later. She found it odd that he locked his apartment door for such a short trip. Perhaps he had simply forgotten something. The timing of that trip was deeply suspicious. Officers on scene began voicing doubts that the day's events had unfolded as they were told. It did not appear likely that the scene inside the apartment, from dismemberment to cleanup, could have occurred within a period of only 2 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't see if there was any warmth to them or not, but
I didn't either.
I don't think this was done in 2 hours.
In addition, Reginald had claimed to have been absent from his home for some time before discovering his wife and daughter. Officers now had a witness who claimed that he had never actually left.
He's hella calm.
We need to find his car.
Are you good?
He's calm.
Need to find a car?
We need to find a car. Around 3:55 today, she was going to the store. She saw him walk to the car. He had locked the door, walked to the car. Doesn't know what he did in the car, but he came back.
What kind of car is it?
It's a white sedan, possibly on the same floor that we're at. They have a...
Go look for it.
The neighbor assisted officers in locating Reginald's vehicle in the building parking lot. When they took a look inside, they found the back seats pushed all the way down, most likely to accommodate a large object.
Yeah, but I don't even know if that's it because it had 2 American flags up here. But it looks like this model. But that's my car.
It's flat.
Stay with this car, don't let me touch it.
Yep.
It was possible that Reginald's vehicle was prepared to hold boxes for his house move, though none of the family's items had actually been packed into the car. Officers speculated that he may have just transported home 2 large garbage bins.
I was going to go over that. Actually, go to walk.
Because I'm trying to think of his best seat size, right? Because I've had...
It's possible.
But two large garbage cans. I guess if you stack them in each other, yeah. Yeah.
Turn them a certain way. Turn them like
you
more
know
like
I
a,
know. You
yeah,
know I know.
go.
You know what I'm saying? I'd have had to fit one of these doors in that motherfucker.
Mm.
All the reason why I said we have a Toyota RAV4. I'd have had to put a door like this, and these ain't easy to get up in that motherfucker. Like maneuver it in. So if I could put one of these in there, you can put two trash cans with. If you put them inside each other, because they'll be able to fit. Yeah.
Walmart and see if they purchased 2 large trash cans recently, or Home Depot, or whatever. Those trash cans were brand new to me.
Are they?
Well, the wheels don't look really scuffed up.
You can send some over to Walmart, see if they got the same rating.
Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's.
Yeah, they are brand new.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look brand new to me. And there's no dirt on them. There's no scuff marks.
Investigators did not find the bins were purchased at the nearby Walmart. They found them at Home Depot. The suspicion that it was Reginald McLaren that purchased them proved correct. Speculation that he had done so in a panic, perhaps after committing the murders and seeking to cover up his crime, appeared to be false. When investigators located the transaction, they found that Reggie had made this shopping trip weeks in advance on March 9th. They spoke with the employee who processed the sale.
Oh, I remember the trash cans.
Yes.
And he had a mask on, so I really didn't see much of his face. But I do remember the 2 trash cans. I do remember asking him if he lived in Denver City County, how come they're not providing trash cans for him? And I didn't quite understand his answer.
I'm sorry.
Because he was muttering kind of underneath that mask.
There's one smaller than the other.
Store cameras showed Reggie selecting the 2 bins before continuing on to the tool section. There, he pulled a handsaw from the rack and carried it with him to the checkout.
I told you that.
The transaction receipt shows that he also bought a handsaw.
What's so crazy? All this is in my head. I'm like, but this shit just sounds too much like a movie, bro. It sounds too much like a movie plot.
And what's so crazy is the fact that now you're trying to play. Like, I know he's 81, right? But you really putting on that elderly,
bro,
show. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just so frail. I've passed out. I'm just so like.
And you don't want to believe things because it sounds too much like a movie, man. I'm like, ain't no way. This some Lifetime movie. Well, Lifetime is based off a lot of, or like a Netflix series that you like. Oh wow, bro! Like, damn, they told a good story. But that's true. That's when I said earlier, I was like, could that possibly be like?
Yes.
But like they said, how long have them bodies been in there though? And I wonder, did he possibly fall and hit his head and forgot?
Hit his head and forgot what?
I'm saying like he probably did slip, fall, fainted, not faint, but fall and wake up and like, oh my God, you get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying like that part to me, it's like the far part of it, because I'm like,
forgot that he did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So when do you
at
think
81?
When do you think he hit his head? On the 25th or
on the 25th
or on the 9th when he purchased his garbage cans?
No, on the 25th. On the 25th.
What if he didn't faint at all? What if he just realized he couldn't move them damn garbage cans?
And that's the
second.
Was like, hold on, that's my second thought. I'm with you on that. That's my second thought because he is 81. You're not moving 2 dead stiff bodies by yourself. Oh shit. What if he did this on the 9th?
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking, because like they said, you didn't do this in a couple hours.
No.
Also, no one really has seen your wife and child for real. Has the door been open like it normally does, cooking and stuff? People just been seeing you come and go.
Recently. Yeah.
And you've been telling people you moving and da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder, did you do it and then pack up the apartment and was going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you realize on the process of trying to move him out that you couldn't.
Because that's some BS, bro.
At 81? And he probably was going to flee back overseas and be gone.
That's insane.
And probably nobody would have even known.
And he trying to put it on. about to put it on your nephews. Some of they in gangs. What they got to do with anything?
About to. He did.
No, he did. He did. But I'm saying, what if they like never? I mean, well, they go do their job and investigate and stuff. But
and them
you put it on them.
Like I said,
you giving them their address. Like what?
Them being in gangs that got nothing to do with nothing. I know.
I'm like, what they got to do with anything?
I know plenty of gang members ain't no killers. Probably.
Yeah, same.
Like, I know. Let me say this. I know plenty of criminals, like gang members, that are not like high crime criminals. They're not murderers. They ain't trying to rob you.
None of that.
Yeah.
Just because somebody say
they might sell a little weed here and there, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
But really.
Half y'all right now smoking, so you know.
But no, for real though. There's some, and then your daughter, your wife,
the special needs daughter at that.
Come on, bro.
That dependent on.
Why, man?
Did he say what the purpose of the handsaw was?
No, I didn't ask him
Okay.
about the saw.
That is true. You buying two
He
garbage
wasn't
cans.
impatient like with me carrying on a conversation, trying to get out
Right.
quickly. He just kind of seemed like a normal old man. Not in a hurry.
You know what? Because the way he's moving kind of reminds me of one of our neighbors. If he would have committed a crime, I'd be like, God damn.
I would have never. Every time I see this man, baby, I talk to this man, have a conversation with him, everything.
I'll be ducking. No disrespect.
He be trying to duck him.
No
because
disrespect.
He likes to talk. He likes to talk, but
he's
he's super sweet man.
Yeah, and there's no disrespect.
Super sweet man. He
just
just
be like, oh man, if I get caught with him,
like
bro.
if you do, yeah, he go. He's like, can I talk to you for a second? But he like to talk. But yeah, he's super sweet. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, any of the neighbors that we like actually like talk to or speak to, I'll be like, what in the world? That's what he said. Like you don't know like what goes on in people's home. Like what your neighbors are really into or doing, or
because for the most part, cool neighbor right here, across the street, them,
yeah,
no
over here,
yeah,
cool. Don't talk to the ones right next to us.
Nah,
I don't talk to them.
Speak, just hey.
I don't even speak
sometimes.
Well, sometimes, but I don't really speak to them. They, you know,
they mind their business. We mind our business. Type. But the people
and then
that
like
stay,
even like
the people
down
that stayed
here
there before them, we would speak to.
Yeah, the ones before, yeah, but they're a little different. But anyway, then the girls down here, I talk to them, you know, when I see them. But you don't know what goes on in people's home. Like people can, hey, be cool and whatever.
Neighbor, we had one time. I remember the time it surprised the hell out of me when the mama and daughter got into it. And she was doing. I said, whoa. She put her mama business. You can't afford it anyway. You trying to live this life. I said, whoa. You never
but it
know
wasn't none on this level, but you don't know like issues people are having, you know. I mean, it's none of my business, no, it's not, but at the same time, if something like this happened, I would be like...
And the only reason why I heard that, y'all, is because they were loud, and I was just like, what's going on? And when I pulled up my Ring camera, and they was out in front just... I said, whoa. Yeah. They were loud. I was just...
But, this is...
And then you remember the old lady that was over there? Found right before she moved out, found out she from back.
Oh, yeah.
And did she know some of your folks? I think... No. I never got a chance to ask. But she was back from back that way and was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And she started talking to her, and she gone.
She was gone. Super sweet,
the whole time we was...
Super sweet lady. Super cool.
And I'm talking about like over a year or so.
And I talked to the neighbors like behind us. Well, one of our neighbors behind us. I talk to her when I see her. But this right here, I'm pretty sure this surprised a lot of their neighbors because they said like they have the door open and they're cooking and they speak and they seem super sweet and nice and even like quiet.
Even the apartment we used to stay in, we was community like we do getting to know our neighbors.
I feel like you should get to know your neighbors. Like in a sense.
You remember the apartment, like the apartment you stood in?
Yeah, I just don't talk to the ones right next to us because she seems pretty standoffish, which is cool. Like everybody, I'm not, you're not obligated to talk to me or anything. But like I try to because you just never know. You just never know. So yeah.
I only had an issue with one neighbor before.
Yeah, we both did.
No, well, yeah, we both, and I had to get that correct because you ain't.
Yeah, but anyway, that's neither here
I'm just
nor
saying
there.
you ain't gonna talk to my wife no type of way, so I had to get that situated, and after that, they moved. I told them straight to the face, "Hey, dude."
This not about that. Let's go.
Hey, fellas, sometimes ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening.
Okay, let's go.
One apartment, only a few doors down from the McLarens, had a functioning Ring doorbell camera. From this footage, investigators could piece together a timeline of Reginald's movements and the planning that he undertook to kill his wife and daughter. On March 9th, nearly 2 full weeks prior to the murders, he left on his shopping trip for Home Depot. Reginald would make a few other stops as well. A separate store where he sourced the axe, which was later found bloodied in the closet.
Yeah.
Police would also recover 2 new gas canisters, assumed to have been purchased as part of the scheme, though never put to use. On the morning of March 25th, hours before he would call the police to his home, Reginald made a few short trips from the apartment, often carrying a small object, likely keys, in his hand. Just as witnesses had described, he did not appear to be moving out. He was not carrying large objects. Officers would find, however, that he had been disposing of evidence. In the building's dumpsters, they made a discovery.
I'm going to hand you bags. You got a knife? I got a knife. We're going to cut bags, start going through them. Oh. 205. Hey, I found a cut-up Social Security card for a Bethany McLaren and a partial cut-up Colorado ID that appears to be the same in this dumpster down here.
After sifting through mounds of trash, officers found most of the pieces of Bethany and Ruth McLaren's IDs, the same ones that Reginald had noted were missing on his 911 call earlier that day. It was deduced that Reggie cut up and disposed of the IDs as a fake motive for his family's killings, which he planned to pin on his nephews. The neighbor's doorbell camera caught Reggie returning to his apartment that day for the last time at 4:57 p.m. He would place the call to emergency services roughly an hour later.
Yeah, forget that whole head he fell. Nah.
No.
I'm just trying to. I'm like,
no, my arms hurt.
That's your fault.
That's not. It's just they.
No. But I'm like, an 81-year-old, bro. I'm like,
I be telling you, baby. I don't put nothing past anyone at no age.
But at 81, you want to throw your whole life away? At 81? At 81? That's insane.
Cause whatever, just go.
At 81, you done dealt with it. You almost gone, bro. You almost gone. Just relax.
Only 3 hours after Reginald called the Englewood PD to his home, detectives sat down with him to discuss what they had learned. They found him at the Swedish Medical Center receiving treatment. Though the elderly man kept up his story about his ill-intentioned gangbanging nephews for several hours, he conceded quickly when confronted. Reggie explained that he had been employed at Hospital Shared Services, but had recently been let go. Unemployed and with no prospect for more work, he had no money left and was facing eviction from his home. Rather than see his family homeless, he killed them. As part of his work, Reginald routinely interacted with homeless people, he said. He knew what a miserable life it was. He told detectives that he knew they were in a better place now. He had no regrets. Reginald stored the axe, the handsaw, and the 2 trash bins in his apartment. He said that morning his wife and daughter were sitting on the couch, and he struck both of them in the head with the axe, knocking them unconscious. Autopsies would show that he struck them repeatedly with the axe. Reggie told detectives that he had continued until he knew they were dead. After, their bodies did not fit in the trash cans, so he used the saw to remove arms and legs. Though, after all of this, the bins were too heavy and he could not move them.
He panicked.
He told his doctor at the medical center that evening that after killing his family, he experienced pain in his chest, extending down his left arm, and he collapsed.
So he did.
And you as much as I can now, I appreciate that. Can you tell me what happened today? Okay. How you ended up in the hospital? Oh, well, you know I did a mistake, and that's right. I heard that you went home and that you found some of your family there. Is that correct? Well, okay, I see. Well, you know, Doug, I'm not trying to be a jerk. No, it's all right. I have lived here for 40 years and I'm 82 years old. Mm-hmm. And I take care of my family very simply. And family keep pressing me to take an apartment and go there, and I have no rent. I mean, I have some money. Still, I have $8,000 in my briefcase at home. But that was only for 1 month. And to sign a lease for 15 months. Anyhow, to cut this thing.
So your rent $8,000? Ain't no way.
Yeah.
You talking about that was gonna last you 8? I'm sure if you've been open and honest with your wife about your financial situation. I don't know. I don't know people's households. Some people's households they operate differently. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm just like there's still no reason to take
your wife and your child.
Yeah, that's.
In short, I didn't want to see my family on the street begging. I don't want to see, no matter what happens. But I just can't, because I see people on the road, homeless, and that's a miserable situation to better try. And I also want to die. So you killed them? No. Okay. Both of them. And then you passed out, is that correct? Then I passed out. So you had chest pain at that time? Yes. And I don't know what to see the family. I was with them for 36 years. My daughter is 35, so 36 years old. But I don't want to see my children begging bread on the street or end at homeless. How my daughter can live even for 1 day if she's a homeless, she is cerebral palsy patient.
Wow.
On March 29th, a few days following the murders, Englewood Police Division Chief Tracy Jones held a press conference to announce the arrest of Reginald McLaren. After being formally arrested, the elderly man was taken to the Arapahoe County Jail, where he awaited trial.
During the course of that investigation, it was determined that both victims were killed with an axe, and one of the victims had been dismembered with a saw. You know, some of our detectives have been detectives for 20 years, and they described this as one of the most gruesome crime scenes that they've ever been a part of. Our officers who responded, obviously we're taking their mental health into consideration, and we're getting them all the help and resources that they need.
Have you guys, through investigation, been able to determine the credibility of his statement that they were going to be homeless that day?
I think that is all part of the investigation that we're trying to determine if that was in fact the case.
Reginald pleaded not guilty to 2 charges of first-degree murder.
So basically, you and like the reporter probably believe that was a bullshit motive.
I'm not saying it's a BS motive.
No, BS,
well, let me say this.
Let me say false.
Motive, is it a BS motive? Yes, because I feel like all motives are BS to me. Like, there's no reason to take someone's life unless, self-defense. That's a whole different thing. But truly self-defense, like your life is in danger. But I just want to know, like, were y'all able to actually determine if they were about to be evicted and
they literally had no money?
Like all of that. Like, I just want to know that, or that's just what you came up with, or you just feel like I don't know. Regardless of the fact it's BS to me, but I would like to know, like, was that the case?
Counts of tampering with a deceased human body, as well as false reporting. He went to trial in June 2024. Reggie's defense argued that he had obviously not been thinking clearly in March 2023. Witnesses testified that they noticed him distraught, irrational, and incoherent around the time of the deaths. Furthermore, he truly believed that his family was in deep financial trouble when that was not, in fact, the case. The McLarens had insurance, savings, some income, and were up to date on bills. They likely would have been just fine. Reginald McLaren was found guilty on all counts. On July 10th, 2024, he was given 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole.
The prosecution had a very good case, and they just reiterated all the pre-planning that had gone into these murders. He had purchased the axe, the saw, and the trash cans. I think I was hoping to try to understand why these 2 murders had occurred, but I left without any answers.
And that was the tragic case of Bethany and Ruth McLaren.
Wow.
I think we all still don't understand the reason why, and I think his reasoning is something he just came up with.
And he's...
Because they wasn't behind on bills, so you're not being evicted.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all up to date on everything. Y'all have insurance. Y'all have savings. Y'all have... You have stuff coming in. Like, what?
So you weren't being evicted.
No.
I honestly, personally, I 100% do believe he was about to kill them, dispose of the bodies, and flee the country. It was up to the point where...
Well, he did take their lives.
I'm just saying the whole thing.
Yeah.
He was going to kill them, dispose of the body, flee the country. But after killing them and because he was able to dismember everything, he got overworked and he passed out. And when he 100% passed out, he realized, I can't do this. And he had to call the police. Because he wasn't going to be able to remove the bodies himself.
And he knows just leaving them in there and someone finding them, where are you at? It was going to fall back on you. So you're like, let me call, try to get ahead, try to blame it on my nephews. If I were the nephews, I'd be there. First of all, are the nephews even real?
That's what I was about to say.
Like, do the nephews even exist? But
that's what I was about to say.
If they do, if I was the nephews, I'd be like, F you up. Because what you got going? Come on. But
don't blame me for your bullshit.
Please don't. But yeah, rest in peace to Bethany and Ruth, though.
Yeah. Hey, man, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts down below for us. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.